thank you to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to Xavier Zamora, Velima Brakovich, Troy Smothers, Morad Shaker, Victor Vegas, and SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. You could join that for as little as $1 a month. There is a link down in the description below. Also, thank you to my YouTube members. So you can click the join button below this video if you'd like to show your support there. Please keep in mind that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this. There was a video that was an interview from Good Day Orange County. They interviewed John Karony, the CEO of SafeMoon. And I am specifically at 9 minutes and 26 seconds into this video. When I hit play here, I want to be able to point out something that I thought was pretty interesting that kind of went over the head of a lot of different people. So it has to do with a location, very specific location, and I found that to be rather odd. Oh.
So you have this ecosystem that begins to form around different sectors.
Let me make sure that I don't have it on. Oh, I did have it on too fast.
With SafeMoon, because we have such a quick and fast and efficient development cycle, our product is the SafeMoon ecosystem. With the wallet, the token, the wind turbines, some of the stuff we're doing in Web3 mesh networks, those are all I would consider features of our product, which is the SafeMoon ecosystem. And what do those things do? One, they bridge communities across the globe. You know, blockchain doesn't know borders, and it allows for an easier free flow of information, and even with e-commerce, it allows for people in Sudan to transact with people in California.
Out of all the places that he could pick, Sudan? I mean, the go-to right here obviously would be the Gambia. Let's just be real. That's what the company's talked about a lot. They've also talked about the idea of expanding out into other areas. And I'm wondering, why did he choose specifically Sudan? In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the map and see how close is Sudan to the Gambia. Well, the reality is it's not, because it's over on the east side of Africa, right? The Gambia is over on the west side of Africa. Sudan is almost like you take a flight from the Gambia right here, and you just went straight across the equator. Well, not literally on the equator. The same, what is that? Longitude? I think that's longitude. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about, going horizontal on the map here. So if you go horizontal, you fly, boom, eventually you would hit Sudan. But he was saying in this video about having the ability to do things between Sudan, for example, with that of California. I'll go ahead and just play that part there real quick one more time.
And even with e-commerce, it allows for people in Sudan to transact with people in California. So it's connecting humans, it's connecting people together through the use of blockchain and through the use of various different technologies around the industry, evolving that a step further to create more change.
So it does make me really wonder, does John have plans or connections that he's been trying to work with that could move or evolve outside of the Gambia next? And if there was an option, could it be Sudan? And the fact that John, of all places, he mentioned that, which is it's inside of South Africa, it does make me wonder. You know, I'm just speculating here. He could have just picked it just for the sake of picking it. I don't know. But I'm making a video because this was a 15-minute interview. That was something that did stand out to me, and I do keep up on a lot of this stuff with SafeMoon's history. So one of the things was this graphic image. This was back around, when was the date on this? I don't know off the top of my head. I believe it was right around July or so. And there was a lot of different hints of things that were highlighted in this graphic image, one of which I also saw that wasn't originally caught was the image of Doge over here on the far right-hand side, of which we're still waiting on, by the way. Like, come on, SafeMoon team, let's go. You get the cross chains. Let's get Bitcoin added in there. Let's get Dogecoin added in there. I'm sure a lot of people will be happy getting those added for sure. But as we can see, there's a picture of Africa up there on the moon, and there's a lot of other key elements that are here. And What does it say? The all-seeing eye sees everything, and John was talking about e-commerce here, correct? Well, the ability to do commerce, if you use MasterCard, which is what SafeMoon is doing, MasterCard is actually available in more countries than Visa is. I did make a video previously talking about this. With Visa, you do have a bigger user base. There are more people that proactively use Visa, but as far as for countries that accept the different kinds of cards, MasterCard is the one that's more widely accepted. So it does make me wonder if where we are moving to next is maybe some sort of progression over around Egypt. And the all-seeing eye, if you had that on the dollar bill, the United States dollar bill, that sees everything. So maybe having to deal with that currency element, having to deal with a payment-based system, so i.e. a card not being a credit card, it's actually been highlighted that it's a debit card. I know that's not physical cash, that's the card representing that. But, you know, it's just a theory. I've also talked about, like, the eye of, I think, Anubis. Or no, it wasn't Anubis. It was the other one. Horus? Is Horus the other one? I made videos talking about all this stuff in the past. I'm just touching lightly on it right now. And then we also can see some of the Egyptian graphics right down here, obviously, with the pyramids. But Egypt is very, very close to Sudan. It is right above it, actually. So as far as graphics of other locations we've seen before, we've seen things hinting at Egypt. We've also seen things hinting at Japan. And guess what? John has lived abroad. He has lived at a variety of different locations growing up throughout the years. In fact, let's go ahead and let John explain it himself.
I grew up overseas, Africa, Asia, Europe, the Caribbean.
Africa, okay. Asia, okay. Europe, the Caribbean. So these are all places that resonate with John. These are all places that John may have connections to, and having those kinds of connections could come in handy quite a bit, like the fact that he has ties from years ago to Sekung Jawara, the ambassador of the Gambia, and create an opportunity where he can go in and have discussions about the possible adoption of this cryptocurrency for their people in the Gambia, i.e. referencing SafeMoon. I think it's very interesting.
Went to college, was going to be a EMT paramedic. Decided that's not what I want to do, joined the military, went to Korea, did some cool schools. That's when
So you said Korea, that's another location.
I really kind of stumbled upon blockchain, was during my time there. I was an intelligence analyst, deployed to Afghanistan, came back.
I mean, he mentions Afghanistan, but I
and
wouldn't
then
put
got
too much
out,
weight
put
on that.
my hat into the ring of the entrepreneurial lifestyle. Did an import-export company, did a government contracting company. Didn't really enjoy either of those. And then I got really into video games.
And so he is interested in video games.
And building out video games. And one thing I learned was the importance of narrative and story across the globe, and being able to communicate vision through storytelling.
So the idea of the metaverse, that is something that John has also mentioned. I did want to go ahead and play that through. I know it doesn't have that much to do with the Sudan element. He did mention, going across the globe and kind of conveying that message. So yeah, there's subtleties there that could influence other aspects from a business standpoint. But the idea that John is proactively working on building out a metaverse, that is an aspect that is a part of SafeMoon. And John has that sort of self-interest, self-experience that he's trying to bring to the table, and not just being like, well, I've never done anything in this space before, right? So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. I think it's very interesting, again, that he mentioned about Sudan. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. Is there any value there potentially that we are not really acknowledging as far as for the stuff that we know with SafeMoon? Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you like this theory and you think that there's something that might be to it, feel free to share this on Reddit, on Twitter. If you guys like my content, definitely makes me happy when you guys do share it with other people. I can't be self-promoting myself everywhere. People just don't really take it that seriously when I do that. I do have referral links in the description if you want to get free crypto, free stock. Feel free to check those out. If you want to protect your crypto, get a cold storage wallet like the Elapal, there is a discount code in the description below. Again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live. God bless, and I will see you in the next episode.